Hello, everybody. Welcome to Savvy Social Media. My name is Nicole Stanton, and I teach business owners modern day social media strategies to increase their visibility, to increase their impact, and increase their growth, which of course helps with putting more money in your pocket. Tonight, we are going to be talking about getting clarity in what it is that you have to offer so that as you get into next week's boot camp, you know what it is that you have to create a brand around, create content around so that you can show up and you can really, truly serve your audience. So if you guys are popping on, first off, if you're new to the group, welcome. There are so many of you guys that have joined the group over the last couple of days here for the boot camp. So thank you for being here. We're excited to have you. We like to have fun in the group. I do these trainings every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central. So welcome. Drop your name in the comments if you're here, if you're live or you're watching the replay. Let me know that you stopped by. I want to say hi to you and thank you for spending your time here. Let me do just a little bit of housekeeping and then we are going to get into the training. Hey, Kim. Hey, Brian and Mary. All right, guys, so boot camp next week. I put on the screen right here. Are you registered for the boot camp yet? Let me hear it, yes or no. And if no, go after the video. Stick around for the video. Go get yourself registered because bringing some new stuff in this time, and it never hurts to hear it again if you've heard it in the past, but we're really going to hone in on what it is that you represent. So tonight is a great precursor to that. We will run Monday through Friday. So you're normally here Monday nights. It'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'm going to have some bonus training for you. I will have watch parties. If you can't make it at night, I'll have it at noon the next day. I'm in Texas, so I do noon central. Lots of stuff that I have available for you guys. So make sure you check that out. And in addition to that, you might have seen my post earlier today. I have 2 introductions to make to you guys. So I told you a little bit last week about the secret words that I'm going to be doing throughout the boot camp. So basically it's like a scavenger hunt and you will find some words in the training and some words in Bella the Bot and some words in your email. And you get points for each one of the words that you find and you get points for completing your homework. And then the number of points that you get earns you more entries for the grand prize. So that's awesome. So the point there is I want you, if you're going to come and do this, I want you to commit. We're going to talk about committing here tonight. I want you to commit. I want you to show up. I want you to follow through and I want you to value the fact that somewhere deep inside you, you said, this is something I need to learn. And I want you to show up and learn it. And I want you to apply it. So you're going to get rewarded for all those fun things. So make sure you are subscribed to Bella the Bot. The link is on the post from earlier today, and I will be posting it throughout the week. So you're going to want to see that. And then Jen is our new team member. She's going to be helping me out. So some of you guys might see messages from her just welcoming you to the group. Next week, as we get into the boot camp, feel free to tag either one of us or message us. Let us know as you're having questions. We are here to help and to support you. So, all right. Last but not least, workbook will be delivered on Friday, and I was updating it right before this. So let me show you the old one. I am going to have a couple of new things in the new one. So make sure if you've done this before, get the new one when it comes out. You have to be officially registered to get the workbook because it goes through email. So you're going to get a little workbook. And we will go through it together. You're going to want to print it off, take notes. I usually print things double-sided. This time I didn't, but you can do either way. Give yourself plenty of space to take notes, and that way you've got it for the whole week, okay? Now, I promised you guys a gift card, and I know some of you guys are on live and waiting to hear who that is. So today's gift card will be going to Ursula. Thank you, Ursula. You invited quite a few friends to the group. You are registered, and I'm so excited for you to participate. Guys, here's the thing. If you know a business owner, I don't care what industry they're in. This works for network marketers. This works for real estate agents, for insurance agents, for people that have small businesses, people that have, blogs and things like that. If you're trying to create a brand and you want to put content out there to attract people to your brand, then make sure you are signed up. And if you know anyone that's like that, Tell them. Now I will tell you, and this is going to be a theme. If you're new here, you're going to hear this a lot from me. What's in it for them? If you invite somebody, don't just send them a link. Don't just invite them to the group. Send them a message or call them or text them and say, hey, look, I'm participating in this boot camp next week. I think it's going to be really awesome. I know we're talking about confidence tonight. I know it's going to be really awesome. All right. And I want you to join it with me. I want you to go through it with me. Here's a link to sign up if you're not on there. Jump in with me. Let's do it together. Let's be accountability partners. Okay. So let's make sure that we are getting some friends who you think would benefit to come jump in with you next week. All right. So with that being said, let's talk about clarity and how that leads up to our branding and our content creation, right? Have you guys ever, and I want you to tell me in the comments, have you ever, heard somebody or seen somebody where the message it's just kind of mixed? It's not really consistent. You're not really clear on, well, what is it that they do and how do they help? And I don't really get it, right? Have you ever had that where you've come across someone that's in business or someone that's not, I guess, and you can't get a real vibe for how they show up. And so then you wonder, okay, well, I can't really figure out what it is they do or how they could help me. So I'm definitely, I got my credit card right here. I'm definitely not giving them my credit card. If they're not confident in what they do, why would I give them my money, right? So we want to think about that as you position yourself in the online space. How do you show up? How do you have such confidence and clarity in what it is that you do and what it is that you offer, that you are building your own confidence in yourself, and in turn, you're building the confidence of the people that are watching you. If you're new to me, you know that I'm a mom, so hang on one second. So I have two little boys. They will be 4 and 6 in September, and one wants to eat more food. So there we go. But I am boy mom. You will see that next week when we talk about branding, and that is part of my brand. I share a lot about mom life and family and being a mom and the frustrations and the joys and all that fun stuff. So you're here, you get real life, and you get me. There's that. If you don't like it, that's okay. You know, that's just what you get. So, all right, let's go back to clarity. So I want to give you guys a skill set. I want to give you kind of a, call it a homework assignment maybe, to help you gain the clarity that you need so that when you step into next week, you get this full picture of how you can really hone in on your branding. All right. So like I was saying, if you know that you know that you know, this is what you do. This is how you show up. These are the results you can get for people. This is how you get, you take someone from A to B. Then your confidence shows. By golly, I'm the best there is because I will do Okay? I know that I know that I know. When your confidence shows through, the person who's on the other end of that goes, man, they really know their stuff. Okay, cool. And when they see more of that from you, guess what they're more likely to do? Yeah, actually, that's going to solve my problem. Here's my card. Right? They're more likely to pull out their credit card or their debit card or however they're paying to buy from you, to sign up with you, to engage in your services, whatever it is that you have. That confidence, that clarity breeds the confidence, and that confidence ushers in the sales. Okay, so how can we do that? So if you're someone, drop this in, let me know. Drop it in the comments. Do you feel like your message isn't quite clear? That maybe you're not being heard? That your audience doesn't really know what it is that you're offering? Because if that's you, this is definitely an exercise you want to go through. And even if it is, I still think you should go, or even if it's not, I still think you should go through it and spend a little bit of time just making sure you've got everything that you need, okay? So let's help you get there so you can stand with the confidence when you're making the presentation, when you're on the phone call, when you're on the Zoom, when you're on the Facebook Live, whatever it is, you can say without a shadow of a doubt, this is what I do. And it oozes out of you, right? You're so clear on how you serve and how you help people that it just oozes and people are like, yes, let's do this. Okay. So you guys are ready to hear this. I'm going to get my little whiteboard ready. This is new. But I want you to drop your favorite little emoji in the comments because that's always fun. I like seeing everybody's emojis. And let me get my markers ready. I used to be a teacher, so I love pens and I love markers and I love whiteboard markers. So I'm going to do, of course, I have multiple colors. All right, I've got pink, blue, and purple. So hello. If you guys are popping on, I did not put the comment instructions in this video, but I do stream through StreamYard. So if you've not already done so, I will post later in the week. But you just click on the little button that says StreamYard.com/Facebook, and they ask you, is it okay if Facebook shares your name to StreamYard so Nicole can see who you are? And you say, yeah. And then I can say, hey, Ursula, hey, Kim, hey, all these people that are on that I can actually say hello. But if it just says Facebook user, I can't say who you are yet. I can't say hi to you. Okay. All right. So let me pull up my notes, make sure I'm in the right spot. Helps if it's not underneath my whiteboard. So there are a few things that I really want you to think about here. And hopefully this shows up the right direction. How many of you guys have heard of like a company mission statement, right? You want to know what is the mission of that company? What is their overall goal, right? And it could be that you have two companies who have the identical product, or maybe they're not identical, but maybe they're close enough to where they are, pretty much the same. What makes one stand out more than the other? Is it their mission? Is it their values? Why are you more attracted to one versus the other? So here's something that I learned and I wanted to share with you because I thought it was really powerful. These are the things that you need to focus on. I was a teacher, so I have pretty good handwriting. Hopefully you can read it okay. Mission, let's see if I can get it. Mission, message, and mindset. So tonight we're going to focus on what is your mission? What is it that you are really out to do and how are you out to serve and what are your values? Next week, we'll start talking about your message, your branding, your content. How are you getting this out to the masses? You got to do this through your messaging. Okay. And then even if this is on point, if you're not doing something to work on this, it's not going to show up very well. So, some people will go on a Facebook Live and they talk like this. They're super quiet. And they don't have the presence, right? Or even no, call it Facebook Live. Maybe they're in front of a room. Maybe they're doing some public speaking or they're giving a presentation. Are you more likely to go with a person really timid and shy and doesn't really speak up? Or are you going to go with the person who knows what they know and they're going to enunciate and they're going to, accentuate and they're talking with their hands and you're like, whoa, you're probably going with the second person, right? But in order to get there, you have to do a lot of mindset work and you have to get your head in the right space to know, again, that I know my mission and I know how to get it out there through my messaging. So this is going to come next week. I do a lot of this with my clients in the Social Media Makeover Academy, right? Tonight, we're going to focus on mission. So let me get my little bitty eraser. Here it is. And let's talk about that. Who are you? I want you to answer that question. Who are you and why are you different? Why should your audience care? That's a really important thing. You don't know me. A lot of you guys don't know me. This is some girl named Nicole, and she's Facebook Live in her blue office and she's got a kid. You don't know me, right? What is my mission? What is my goal? What are my values? I need to do a good job of communicating that through my teaching and through my posts so that you start to get to know me and you build that know, like, and trust factor with me, right? So this is where that clarity comes into play. If you can figure this out, it's going to come through clear with everything else. So I want you to answer these questions and be able to really clearly, I'm going to write it down. Hang on, I can't write and talk. Why? See, it's supposed to be why, and I wrote who. Why do they? I want you to be able to answer this. Who are you? Why do they care? Why do they care? Why is it worthwhile for them to pay attention to you? Why is it worthwhile for them to figure out what it is that you have to offer? Okay. If you're somebody who is going to ask them for money, you're running a business. I'm assuming you're running a business because you're in here to grow your business, right? So you're running a business. At some point, you're going to pitch this product, this coaching program, this service, this opportunity, this whatever. You're going to pitch. Who are you? Why do they care? What's making you better? This all boils down to your values, right? So let me get a different color here. I hope the whiteboard's kind of a fun little change of pace for you guys. All right, so it boils down to your values. Sorry, the ring light's really bright there. And I don't mean like, religious values or political values or things like that. I mean, what are your business values? So again, I asked you a little bit ago, what makes you choose one company over the several others that are very similar, offer similar products? Most likely you choose them because you like their vibe, you like what they stand for. This is what you guys have to get clear on tonight. Okay, I would suggest you spend 30, 45 minutes today, tomorrow, the next day at the very latest, and really hone in on that. So let me give you some examples of some values here. And I wrote some down, so I'm looking at my notes. Respect, open-mindedness, service, honesty, integrity, quality. Guys, how many companies are out there that just put products out there to make a buck? Is quality one of the values of your business? Loyalty, punctuality. I tell you guys I'm going to show up at 8 o'clock every Monday night, and I show up at 8 o'clock every Monday night, right? I'm punctual. You can count on me to be here. Customer service. You can come up with these little one-word values, right? Or you can ask yourself, what are some of the things that I'm always saying? What are the things that I know are important to me? So things like, do the right thing. And this is, integrity, right? Integrity and honesty, but do the right thing. How many of you guys have done business with a company that has just been a little bit shady? Or you made a transaction and then you went to go return something and then it didn't work very well, or they didn't live up to what they said. Do the right thing, right? You can do hard things. You have persistence. Something doesn't work, figure it out, try it. Doesn't work, try it again, until you figure out how to do that thing in your business, how to show up. One of the things I say is show up and serve. I come here live, free, every single week. There are times that I will say, hey, if you want to pay me, great. But I show up and I serve. And I know that the people who eventually want to pay me for extended help, they'll find me, right? But my goal here is to give you tips and tricks and things that you can turn around and you can put into action, because that's my heart. It's a servant. I want to give and I want to help. What are those values and how do they come through in your business, right? Is authenticity a value of yours? Is making sure that you are you? Is that coming through in how you're showing up in your business? So I want you to spend some time and I want you to go back to these questions here. Before we get into the boot camp next week, what is your overall mission? Like if you had to write a mission statement, and I kind of mentioned mine earlier when I started the video, right? I teach business owners how to use modern day social media, how to grow their visibility, how to grow their impact. I'm not just about helping people make more money. Yeah, I want to help you make more money, but I also want you to make an impact on the world, to do something good for people, right? So how to grow your impact and how to increase your growth, which then increases your profits, right? That's kind of my mission here. Who am I? I'm Nicole. I'm a mom. I'm a network marketer. I'm a former teacher. I have young boys. So, like my hair probably won't always be down because I live in Houston and it's hot and I'm going around crazy with my kids. But that's who I am. And you start to get to know me, you start to trust me, hopefully, right? But it all boils back down to this is I want to teach you and I want to help you. And it comes through my mission. Why do you care? Well, hopefully you care because you want to learn and I'm here to help you. But like, these are the things I want you to answer. Okay. Does that make sense? Are you guys kind of seeing why if you don't have this down, then it's really hard to create your content. It's really hard to show up on social media. And, I hear a lot of, when you guys answer the questions to come into the group, I get a lot of, well, I don't know how to show up, or I don't know how to create my content. I don't know where to start. Well, what that tells me is you don't have this down yet. If you know that you know that you know that you're going to do this, this, and this is how you serve, and this is how you show up, and these are the things that are valuable to you and your business, that's going to come through when you're writing your content. So make sure you've done this. Again, I'll put it right here. Take a screenshot if you want to. We can come back and watch the replay. But I want you to think about this before we start next week. Because if you know this, then next week will come so much easier for you. Okay? Can you guys promise me that you'll spend a little time working on your mission, figuring out your values, getting clarity? Because again, when you're clear on how you show up, your confidence grows, their confidence in you grows, and they say, I have something to spend. Let me spend it with you. You are the person that I want to fill pockets. I know I have this need. I'm going to go buy it from somebody, but you're the one who's showing up with what it is that I need, and I'm going to give you my money. So that's the goal, right? All right, so later on in the week, you're going to see lots of posts leading up to the boot camp. Here's a reminder. Make sure you're getting signed up for Bella the Bot. Make sure you're officially registered so you get our workbook, which I already put away. And do a little bit of homework here so that your mind is in the right space so that when you show up next week, you know that you have something of value to offer. You're really clear. And then we can get into the branding and we can get into how to create that content then. Okay? You guys have a great rest of your week. I will see you in the group. Don't be shy. If you have any questions, post in the group, comment, tag, any of the above is totally cool. We love to see that. And I will see you guys soon.